Hello, and welcome to the Video Background Challenge Day 1. So I'm using StreamYard to go live on several places. First on my personal profile, then here in the group and on my YouTube channel. So wherever you're watching, you can join this challenge and interact with me. And the only thing is that you have to give StreamYard permission to use your name. Otherwise, all I see is Facebook user, something like that. Okay, so I give you a few moments to join. I know it takes a while and to come in, that's no problem at all. We will have time today. I want to take the time to really interact with you and include you into this challenge. So if you're watching live, all I want to know is, of course, say hello, tell me your name, and that is my favorite part in online business anyway, is that I want to know where you're watching from. So please leave me in the comments. If you're watching, say hello and where you're watching from, and then you're very welcome to join. Today we want to talk about your video background, and during the promotion, someone asked me, why does it take 3 days to make a challenge for video backgrounds? And my answer was, if you just want to have something behind you, I can show you a few things that you can use, but when you just don't care if that is useful for you, if it's branded, it has a concept, then of course you don't need my challenge at all. Just go out and do something. But if you really want to create a video background that is branded, that is based on your personality, that is showcasing your personality, that is presenting your business in the best way, and that is also useful for your promotion and for all your videos, then you need to think a little bit more about it. Then we are taking care of your concept and of the design, and then we start implementing. So I see someone is watching. Hello from a beautiful Côte d'Azur. Oh, many greetings, bonjour. I just been to Côte d'Azur a few weeks ago. It was so amazing, so beautiful. But please, if you want me to address you by your name, then please give permission, give the StreamYard permission to use your name. Otherwise, I can only see hello Facebook user. Okay, I don't want that. And everyone who is watching the replay, because I'm sending all to the sign-ups the replay here, please also say hello and tell me where you're watching from and what your business is. Okay, so let's start. And I start with one rule that I want you to know. I have only one rule, and this rule is that please stay in front of the screen. So if you think you can put on your headphones and then just walk around, that's not going to work, because my challenge is happening on screen, and you need to stay in front of the screen in order to get all the informations, in order to understand everything. So if you really want to work here and do the first steps to get your video background, then all you have to do is just keep in front of the screen. If you don't have time for that, then watch the replay. Just take that. It's not, I don't know if you will use an hour for that, but just keep in front of the screen when you have time for that, because then it pays you off the most. Okay, then it pays you off the most, because I want you to take something with you, okay, so that you can use for yourself. Okay. Then just one sip here, and yeah, I would say then just start. So let me introduce myself. So just, I need space for my introduction. So my name is Janine F. And Oh, sorry, I see, Natalie is here. Müsste jetzt gehen, falls nicht Natalie von Felice grüßt von den Côte d'Azur. Okay, got you. So Natalie is here. She has to leave. That is no problem at all. Many greetings to Felice. And please watch the replay. And I think that just sign up so you get the replay anyway. But thank you for letting me know. Okay, so then... so here, this is me, Janine F. I live in Vienna in Austria, and I attended 5 years college for design and art in Vienna, and then I went to London and got trained as a makeup artist and as a stylist, and I worked for over 20 years in the fashion and advertising industry. And then I got in this time 2 lovely, beautiful kids, so I focused more to stay at home, not to travel around so much. So I focused more to go into the wedding industry. Really loved it a lot. But then after 20 years, I thought it's time to close that chapter. I got back to my roots, started to work as an illustrator again, and had my own online shop. And I also added to work as a brand designer and branding designer. In that time, when everyone rushed into the online business or into the online world, yeah, I've done the same. And I thought maybe it's time to get everything together, all my knowledge and all my skills, to help my clients to increase their screen appearance. So it's all about branding, how to transport branding onto the screen, and how to create a set or a setting that is really representing you and your business. So you see me working here a little bit, and you see how easy it can be. But all it needs is that we take a step back and think about what we really want. So Natalie saying she stays here. Oh, that is fine. Thank you. Good to know. Okay, so my big conclusion out of 20 years in the fashion and advertising industry, and that is just the truth. A good image sells. So when you can manage it to pack your business into a nice looking, attractive, captivating image, that sells. I know that from not only from the fashion industry, but especially from the advertising industry. So the moment you are able to attract your clients in a visual way, then that is really increasing your income. That is really, really always working. So I have a few numbers for you. So do you see here that beach? Okay. And a number. So this is 5 billions. In English, 5 billions, German milliards, 5 Milliarden. So 5 billions people, or 5 billion, I think it's not without an S, 5 billion people are using the internet. So I hear that a lot from a lot of online coaches. They say 5 billion people are out there using the internet, so there are your audience. So the truth is 5 billion of people are using the audience. That's correct, but you do not have access to 5 billion people. That's the truth. We all do not have access to everyone. There is a great possibility you have access to a lot of people, but not to all of them. Okay, and therefore it is super important that you make it happen, that you stand out. So the 5 billion stands for the grain of sand that you see here. And you need to stand out, and in that way attract the right people. So that is the whole secret in online business, to be able to attract the right people, the ones that matches to you, that have exactly the problem that you can solve for them, and that are attracted by you and your appearance and the way you are, so that they come to you and start working with you. Okay, so there are a lot of people online there, but what we need to have, or that what we need to get, is access to the right people. Okay, so you can leave me in the comments. I would really, really love to know what kind of business you have. And that is the question, is how many times do you show up in front of the camera? Let me know in the comments how many times do you show up in front of a camera. That means Zoom calls included. So I'm not talking only about live events. I'm not talking about challenges or promotions. I'm not talking about reels. I'm talking also about Zoom calls. So how many times do you show up in front of the camera, and how many times do you meet actually your client on the other side of the camera? How many times? You can leave me in the comments if you'd like to interact with me. That is a very important question. You can also get something to write down for yourself and make a list. How many times do you show up in front of the camera, and how? In what is the format that you're using? So are you doing a live? Do you have maybe a YouTube channel? Do you creating reels? Is it only Zoom calls or Messenger calls? I don't know. So make a list and be aware of how many times you show up in front of the camera. And if you want, you can share this number in the comments. Would love to see that. Okay. So now we stop attracting every green corn here. And the thing is, or the magic of online business, or the secret of how you can stand out, because that is something that is really crucial in your business. You need to stand out. You need to inform the people that you exist. You need to say, hi, here, I'm here. You need to become visible. There are many ways how to become visible. You need to become visible. You need to stand out, of course, in an authentic way, and you need to start attracting the right people. And I want to include the way how very famous brands are working, and then I'm telling you the difference between a product brand and a personal brand. There is a difference, because we are here in online business. We are personal brands. We do not have a physical product that we are just selling here. We are sharing knowledge and skills. And but when you have a look on how a very famous established brand is working in online business, you can take that into your business. And why is that important? Because I know it's all about video backgrounds here in the challenge, but the question is, what is the first step? What are you doing here? What are we trying to create here? We're trying to create a setting here, and that setting should represent you. It should represent your business. It should represent your brand. And in order to do so that we then know, tomorrow it's all about design and concept, and then know how to implement everything, we need to think about, what do we want? How do we want to show up? How do we want to introduce ourselves to our clients? How do we want to represent ourselves and our business? And therefore, we take a step into the world of the brands. And one of the most famous brands, it's not about if you like it or not like it, but this is something really the most people know. For the ladies, here comes the very famous Louis Vuitton bag. And for the guys, I know that a few men have also signed up here. Ferrari. Okay, so the thing is, we have two products that is very well known, very well established. They are luxury brands, so you pay a lot of money for them. But both articles or both products are actually not necessary. Okay, so you could, whatever a Louis Vuitton bag can do for you, any other bag can do too. Maybe it doesn't last so long because the quality of the Louis Vuitton bag is so amazingly high. It is, but actually the reason or the motivation for us to buy a Louis Vuitton bag is something completely different. Because like I said, any other shopper can do the work that this bag can do for you. We can carry our stuff in any kind of bag. Okay, why a Louis Vuitton bag? Because it's a brand that transports a certain message. So with the bag comes that message. It's all about high quality. It's all about exclusivity. It's because maybe this, maybe not this one, but a similar one is on a waiting list, and then you wait 2 years for that, and that is super, super exclusive. Okay, it's very expensive, and it's really an investment. So it's not about spending money, it's an investment, because once you have that, it's not a bag that you just throw away after wearing it 10 times or so. So there are certain messages that come with that. And actually, the most important one is, I can afford this bag. It makes me feel good. And I show everyone I can buy this bag, especially people I don't like. So this is just, we all do that. Okay. So same goes for the car. This is a Ferrari that has, I don't know how many PS, but I can tell it's completely useless. You can come, any kind of car takes you from A to B. Okay, you do not need that. And you actually will never have the possibility to go full speed. I think except a few highways in Germany, it's not possible to go full speeds. And even there, you maybe are stuck in a traffic jam. So it's a really completely useless car. So please forgive me for every Ferrari fan I know, but you are not buying that to get quickly from A to B, because you cannot do that. Okay, traffic doesn't allow you. So that means what you buy here is the complete message that comes with the car. It stands for speed, for energy, for power. Again, exclusivity, it's expensive, blah, blah, blah. It goes all with that. We want to show that, yes, it's an amazing feeling to go with the car, even if we cannot really use it on a normal traffic. That's how it works. And both products work very, very hard on that message, to get that message to their customers, and to make sure they know what's it all about with the products. And this is the lesson that I want you to take from the product, this very, very special product brands, and use that for yourself. So your job is to become visible, to become attractive for the right people, and to get your message straight out there. What is your message? You must be visible in a way that you don't need to explain that. Okay, you must let your people know what it's all about in your business, what is the position of your business, and what is your how, what is the way that makes you so unique. So go out with that message in every place. Okay, so we have someone here. Hi Janine, long time no see. Honestly, I have no idea. It says Facebook user. Please give StreamYard permission to use your name. It's so, so crucial here. Otherwise, I cannot address you. Okay. So, and I want you now we do a little work now, and you can do it with me in the comments. So we have here a lot of screens and another screens, and I want you to think about how many times you have to get aware of that when you want to become a brand in online business, when you want to become recognizable, visible, attractive for the right people. Then you need to use every single thing that you can to show up with your branding, with your design, with your how. You need to, because we are working on a vision. Online business is a visual business, and we are working on a visual level, because we watch on screen, we see the posts, we see the graphics, we see the photographs, and we see the videos. And therefore, it's super important to everywhere you can to go out with your branding so people can connect it to you. And therefore, maybe you are not aware of that. Maybe you are not aware of the many possibilities that you already show up, but haven't brought in your branding. May is here. Hi, May. Greetings to Finland. Okay, let's start. I would say we start first with the live videos. So everything that you do live. And that is, first of all, it's a Zoom call. So there is, I would say, no business without a Zoom call, because that's the place where you meet your clients. Okay. Zoom call is something, a Zoom meeting, whatever you do on Zoom is something we all do almost every day. Okay. So you can go with me. Anything else we do, or you do maybe? Live events. Okay. Live events is something that you can do on Facebook, that you can do also in LinkedIn when you have enough. I think when you have enough followers, you need to have a special amount, specific amount of followers to do so. You can go live on YouTube. Same goes for YouTube, and many places where you can create a live event. So what about, what's the next live? A webinar. Okay, you decided to promote your next business in a webinar. Okay, so this is also live. It's a live way. Sorry, I lost it. Here we go. It's a live event. A webinar is a live event. Okay, same goes for any kind of challenge, or what else? You can do a masterclass, a workshop, a boot camp. What else names can you give that? And you go out and show up on your screen live and interact live and meet your clients live. Sorry, I have a list here. Masterclass and Messenger. That is something a lot of people do, that they meet their clients on Messenger or any other communication platform. So don't think so much in when it comes to video. Don't want you to think so much in videos like online courses, YouTube channel, reels. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possibilities, 5 occasions to where you show up live in front of a camera. And showing up in front of the camera means that it's not only you, it's also your background. So bring in your background, bring in your branding, show up with your branding. I want you to think as a brand, okay? Show up as a brand in your Zoom calls when you have your first contact with your client. Show up with your brand in your live events, webinars, challenges, masterclasses, workshops, boot camps, and of course, any kind of communication platform, messengers. Then, even if you say, I don't have a YouTube channel, I don't do any online courses, we do still create pre-recorded videos. And a very common thing is to do a welcome video in your group, a welcome video on your Facebook page or group to say, welcome here. Maybe you do a welcome in your newsletters, okay? Then what else is pre-recorded? Let's say you are doing a how-to explanation video. Okay, that is also something that you say, okay, I'm showing you how you're doing this. Here we go. Can be a mini course. Then we go, of course, online courses. Online courses is a very common thing in online business. And it's Black Friday coming up. Maybe you have already created your mini course. Okay, so that is not big enough for my whole course. Here we go. What else is pre-recorded? Of course, any kind of very popular Reels and Co. I don't know. Reels in Instagram, can be Reels on TikTok, on Facebook. I don't know, are the videos in TikTok also called Reels? I think you have a different name. Can that be? Let me know. Reels and Co. And of course, let's say you have a YouTube channel. Okay, then you come up with a video in a consistent way. Oh, you should. So many possibilities, and this is just really an excerpt of a bunch of possibilities to show up in front of the camera with your branded background. Okay, that represents you and your business. And I just want to make clear how many occasions you have. Maybe you have done them already. Leave in the comments, interact with me, and tell me, what have you done till now? How many videos? How many screen appearances are you doing in your business every day, every second day, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, and include the Zoom calls? So maybe you come up with a number. I would be very happy to hear about that before we go to the next part. Leave me the number. How many times do you show up in front of the camera? So let me know. And the next, because I now want to make an experiment with you, because I would really love to make you think as a brand. The thing is, we need to think as a brand. This means that it helps us to make decisions for our business. Branding as itself is a decision-making process. You need to decide, you need to define your how, you need to design what of that, your characteristics, your personalities you can include in your business. You need to think about how can you transport your how in your business, what matches to your business, how do you attract your clients, what are you choosing, what design are you choosing, what colors are you choosing, what materials are you choosing. So these are all decisions that you have to make. And when you start thinking as a brand, it helps you. It's like a guide. Okay, thinking as a brand with a very clear definition of your brand helps you to make all those decisions. It helps you to make the next step, and it helps you especially to make the first step. Where do you want to go? What is the end goal? Okay, but what is the first step that we need to go? And I want you to be aware of that. What does it mean when you are a brand? What kind of decisions do you meet? Are you going to make when you really think as a brand? Okay, so let's start that experiment. And I want, this time I do not want to lead you into the world of the products, the product brands, because that is not exactly the same, because we are personal brands. Personal brands means that you do not have a product that is done in a specific way, and then you package it in a specific way and put on your logo, and then you send it to your clients. No. In online business, you work as a person. It's a personal business, a very personal business, and that means that you need to connect with your clients, and it's also everything comes back to you as a personality. So that is also the way how you start. Okay, everything comes to you, and you are sending out your personal characteristics. Everything has to be very clear, visible in the whole brand, and therefore it's different. It's just different as if you would be a product brand. You are a personal brand. You cannot just go and attach a logo somewhere. You are your logo, right? So you are everything. You are your brand. Everything comes to you, and therefore I started to, or I want you to think a little bit out of the box. That is so important, and play a little game with you. And it would be great when you are interacting here and playing this game with me. So I want to introduce you to the world of restaurants and chefs. And I chose 3 very famous chefs that I want to introduce you. And we start with the first one, which is, I would say, the most famous one. Hope you know him. Paul Bocuse. Oh. I've seen that there are difficulties with the internet connection. Can you still hear and see me? Please let me know. I see that I'm back. So I think that StreamYard is really helping me with also with the internet that I keep here. Okay. So I think it's good now. Okay, Paul Bocuse, one of the most famous chefs ever, and he's not alive anymore. I mean, I think he get over 90 or something, very old. And he was born in a very famous already chef family. I see. Okay. Still see that there are difficulties with the internet connection. So sorry for that. So if it's not working, then I have to redo it. Okay, I promise you. So Paul Bocuse, very traditional French chef, and he reinvented the traditional French cuisine in the 1960s and 70s, and he went back to the roots and took what was so traditional in the French cuisine and brought it into modern times. He's not the inventor of nothing on a big plate, but he is the inventor of using regional products, a lot of products, being very generous for that, and be very traditional and bring it on next level. So that was really his. And he has a signature product, and we all have signature products. So chefs have also signature products. So his one is a black tartuffe soup. It's full of tartuffe, very expensive. I looked up today, and the current price for a soup, it's just a soup, okay? It's 87 euro. It's about 87, I think at the moment it's the same in dollars. So for a soup, very exclusive, okay? And you don't leave the restaurant under 300 euros. It's really... but he said everyone has to every chef has to make these dishes worth the price. Okay, and now we are looking in which way his stage for his business looks like, and his stage is his restaurant. Okay, so and his restaurant matches perfectly to the traditional exclusive kitchen or cuisine in France. It's based in Lyon. I don't know if someone here from Lyon. And his dish is also there's the rule that it may only be served in this very specific pot that was designed and crafted for him. And so everything is about elaborated, fancy, exclusive, traditional. Okay, so let's keep this in mind. And maybe we think or remember the word traditional. Okay, I want you to remember the word traditional when you hear Paul Bocuse. So the next person I want to introduce you is Peggy Porschen. I don't know if you know her. She is based in London, but she's originally from Germany, near Cologne. And in the 90s, she wanted to become a cake designer, but cake designing was not a profession at all in Germany. So she went to London, became a very famous cake designer for wedding cakes. And her breakthrough was when she has done the wedding cake for Stella McCartney and then later for Kate Moss. This is one of her, one of her super elegant, very lovely looking wedding cakes. And now we have a look on the stage where she is presenting everything. That is one of her cafes. I think she has 2 or 3. And you can see how everything matches together. Peggy Porschen once said about her brand that her brand is a girly dream come true. And it is. Okay, everything is pink. Everything is super female, girly, elegant, romantic. It's a different elegance than Paul Bocuse has, but it matches really, really amazingly together. And it's all based on her personality. And then we have a third one that I want you to, I don't think that I have to introduce you. Jamie Oliver And in Jamie Oliver's shows, I don't know if you ever have seen one of his shows. It's all about being down to earth, using what is it. It's everything is simple. He's not using so many products, and he is using his hands all the time. So when you've seen him doing a salad, he's grabbing his hands into the salad. This is his style, and it's very connected to the Italian kitchen. So this is one of his signature dishes, and you can see it's really very rustic, very down to earth in this more rustic dishes and the table, and then you have this wood around aside here, and this is the way how one of his restaurants look like. So what you can see, what I want to demonstrate here is how important it is to be very, very clear on your personality, on your authenticity. We all want to show up in an authentic way, but in order to be able to promote it, you need to define it first. So it was very clear that for Jamie Oliver, the way he is acting in front of the camera is really measured to him, the way he is. Okay, everything is very casual, everything is very down to earth, more rustic. So we have now those three characteristics that are combined with the three chefs. We have traditional to Paul Bocuse, we have girly and female with Peggy Portion, and we have down to earth with Jamie Oliver. And the game that I want to play with you is, have that in mind. Let's say you are the PR manager of all of them, of three of them, and you were asked to do an interview, or someone wants to do an interview with them, and you need to to have a look around for the right location and for the right chair where you can put this person on. And I already sorted out some settings that were possible for all threes, and I want you to tell me in the comments what chair would you choose for which person. So we have this kind of chair. Let's say it's A. That is chair number A. Okay. Then we have this setting. Maybe it's very easy. This setting. This is B. And you can leave me in the comments which chef gets which chair. And then we have this setting. Oops. That is, do we have place here? It comes here. That is C. Okay, leave in the comments who gets what chair. A, B, C. We have Paul Bocuse. You can say Paul, Peggy, and Jamie. Who gets chair number chair? It's not a number. Chair A. Who gets chair B, and who gets chair C? Okay, leave me in the comments. Because this is a brand decision. When you, and this is so important, you are doing now a brand decision. It's important to think as a brand. So we have you got to know now these three personal brands, and they are doing their signature products in the way they are. So it's very connected to them as a person, as a personality. And of course, their stage are the restaurants and their cafes where they present their products. And in online business, we have about the same. So we are developing our programs, of course, to help our clients, but the way we are developing them is based on our personality. We need to package them in a way that is our branding, that represents our personality. And then we have a stage for us and our business. This is our screen here. This is our video, our background, our setting. And in order to think about what kind of setting matches best to me as a brand, you need to think as a brand. And in order to think as a brand, you need to define your brand. Okay, so we have tradition, girly or female, and down to earth. And now you make the decision who gets what kind of chair. Okay, you can leave me in the comments. Play this with me. It should make fun a bit. Okay, so here's Paul Bocuse. Where do I have to place him? Would Paul Bocuse, would you place him in a chair like that? Or would you place him on a setting like that? Or would you place him here? Okay, that's the question. That is a brand decision. You now might think, what has those chairs to do with the brand? But it's a brand decision, the way how you present them. So now we have Peggy. Where do we place Peggy? Natalie is saying A. Okay, you need to connect A to whom? Who gets A? Who gets A? I already placed him here. The first. Okay. Paul Bocuse is his name. Peggy Portion. Where do we place her? Where does she fit in? Here or here? Peggy's pink. Yes. And Jamie Oliver, the casual guy. Yeah, goes very well in this leather chair. Just casual. He would throw himself into the chair. Monsieur Bocuse would sit down in a very nice way, and Jamie would throw himself into the chair. Do you see? And Jamie is retro English. Yeah, that's also a good one. And you see how your very clear style definition helps you to make brand decisions. Okay, and when it comes to start creating a setting, and that is what we have here, it's a setting, you need to go back to yourself, to your personality, to your brand. What is your how? What makes you unique? What makes you authentic? And I want you now, if you're playing this with me, to write at least one or two characteristics that you think can be visualized in a setting. What are your personal characteristics? You can come out with what kind of personality are you? Okay, are you a funny person, a playful person, an elegant person, a formal person, a serious person, a stylish person, a conservative person, I don't know, a loud person, a silent, restrained person? What kind of person are you? At least one or two characteristics. Please write them in the comments. And that helps you already making the next decision. But you need to find, and that is also very important, you need to come up with characteristics that can be visualized. Not everything can be visualized, okay? So when you say you're an honest person, that is nice to hear, but I cannot visualize honesty. That is something that is kept for your brand story and the way you communicate, but you cannot visualize that. But you can visualize something like funny, or something like serious, something like lovely, something like charming, something like female, male. So retro, like Natalie said, retro English, pink is very girly, female, elegant. So you can come up with a lot of characteristics, and that helps you, once you have that, can make a list and think about what is visualizable. Not everything is visualizable. And that is something that we take care then tomorrow when it comes to design. But it helps, it's a mindset thing. It helps you to do the first step. That is, how does your stage going to look like in the end? What do you like to show? What do you like to showcase in all your videos? How should it, how should it look like? Who do you want to attract? What kind of emotions do you want to trigger? What kind of atmosphere do you want to create? I'm pretty sure that Paul Bocuse was thinking about how can he create a very elegant and fancy atmosphere in his restaurant. I know that Peggy Portion is working together with a flower designer to create her super romantic looking female girly look in her cafes. And I'm pretty sure that also Jamie Oliver thinks about the way he wants to act in front of the camera. So Facebook user, I'm not you. Is that you, May? Is that you? Let me know. Okay, so compassionate, courageous, and professional. So, and here we are. These are three very fine characteristics, but very, very hard to visualize. Professional is the way you act. Okay, you act in a professional way. Courageous is also something. You have courage. Okay, can be a lot of things. What does that mean? And compassionate is also the way how you act, the way how you do the things. It's not really easy to visualize that. So you need to think about what kind of your personality can you visualize and can you bring into your branding. Okay. But thank you that you shared that with us in the comments. Is that you, May? Let me know. So I would like you to do the work now. For everyone who's watching the replay, please do it while you're watching that, because then you're here, you are into that, and and do it now. Then Shabnam, hi Shabnam, that is amazing that you're here. Okay. Give StreamYard permission to use your name so that I see your name. Otherwise, I just can address you as Facebook user. Yeah. Let us know something about your personality that you think is visualizable. Okay. Like I said, female, girly. What are your preferences? Yeah, you go out. Are you someone who is minimalistic? Or are you someone who is maximalistic? Are you someone who is more cozy and comfortable? Or are you someone who is more strict and serious? So these are things that you can really bring into your brand and bring into your branding and bring it onto your stage. Okay. And this is my assignment for you, that you tomorrow come up with a few characteristics and we can talk about it. What of that can you visualize and then bring into your into the design of your background? Okay. If you like, you can share that still share that in the comments, or come into the group and share it there. I would love to talk about that, to pick it up and to talk about that in also in the group for all those who are watching the replay. And then tomorrow we will talk about the design. We will especially talk about the concept. You need to have a concept, because you see that I needed a lot of space here for my all my images and my visuals here. And therefore I need to think a little bit different as just sit in front of the camera like that and have not making use of the space that I have around me. So thinking about what of your personalities you can visualize, what you have, you can bring it tomorrow to day 2 and I pick it up there. It helps you make your design decision. It helps you think as a brand, and when you think as a brand, then it's easier to do the next steps and always think, how does it relate to your brand? Does it represent your brand? Does it really, really showcasing your personality? Okay. And then I would say that was day 1. And not sure if there is still someone wanting to comment with me and interact with me. That is okay. So otherwise, I would say thank you for watching for day 1. Tomorrow, I will open the doors to Screen Magic, and I would love you to have you there and to invite you to the Screen Magic, and that we start designing your the Screen Magic is my new program, just to let you know. And but we start designing, and we start creating, and we start working on a visual concept for your background. Okay, leave you a few seconds. And otherwise, I say thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions left, I'm always here to help you and to support you. Just leave me in the comments if there are any questions for day 1. And I say thank you for watching, and we see tomorrow in the group. Bye.